couch, pitchforks, and torches. Time for tonight's worst persons in the world. LeBron's Peggy Noonan writes today in the Wall Street Journal of EPA Administrator Lisa Jackson, quote, "The Republican Party will understandably go to town on the EPA chief who went to a New York fundraiser in the middle of the disaster." The fundraiser Ms. Jackson went to is next Friday, and she had been invited in March, and she canceled her acceptance to it, along with her acceptance to the White House Correspondents' Dinner and the Time 100 event and a European trip on behalf of the government. And Peggy, you need to start vetting those talking points they hand you, not just cut and paste them into your columns. Runner-up, an old familiar name, George W. Bush. Remember him, the 43rd president? It wasn't a dream. In a new Oliver Stone documentary, Nestor Kirchner, the then president of Argentina, now his wife is the president, says that in their January 2004 meeting, he suggested to President Bush that the U.S. should repeat its strategy of nation rebuilding from right after the Second World War. And he stood up from his chair and got angry. He told me, "A Marshall Plan? No, that's a crazy idea from the Democrats. What needs to be done here, and the best way to revitalize the economy is, the United States has grown based on wars," he told me. That's what he told me. Kirchner says Bush also claimed all the economic growth that the U.S. had been based on the different wars it had waged. So the 90s boom was based on what? Kuwait? The invasion of Grenada? Is it possible Mr. Bush was more clueless than we thought? Missed him yet? But our winner, Lonesome Rhodes Beck, he done it again. The great champion of leaving people's families out of it today mocked the president's 11-year-old daughter again.
Daddy? Daddy? Daddy, did you plug the hole yet? Daddy?
No, I didn't, honey.
Why do you hate black people so much?
The part white, honey.
This is such a ridiculous thing that his daughter...
Oh, it's so stupid.
Daddy?
How old is his daughter? Like 13?
Well, one of them's, I think, 13, one's 11 or something.
Did you plug the hole yet, Daddy? Is that that's the level of their education? That they're coming to Daddy and saying, "Daddy, did you plug the hole yet? Plug the hole."
She's still smarter than you are. Remarkably, this afternoon, Beck apologized. In discussing how President Obama uses children to shield himself from criticism, "I broke my own rule about leaving kids out of political debates. The children of public figures should be left on the sidelines. It was a stupid mistake, and I apologize, and as a dad, I should have known better." Well, that obviously changes things because Beck has shown that he at least realized his own hypocrisy, and he deserves... Wait a minute! He did it again! He did the very thing he was apologizing for in the apology. Show that whole thing again, Brian. Show it. In discussing how President Obama uses children to shield himself from criticism. In apologizing for breaking his own rule about leaving kids out of political debates, he put the president's kids back into political debates. This guy is so feral that even in his brief moment of semi-sanity, he's still completely nuts. Loathsome Rhodes Beck. Today's worst person in the world.